And 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Lo-Fi Horror Guy. As if you didn't know, we are still in quarantine, day 74 of, we don't know how long it's going to be. But in the meantime, somebody a little while back had mentioned doing a video for younger audience, some possibly scarier, spooky movies that you could show. I think they mentioned it around Halloween, so I'm sorry this is a little bit later. One of these movies in particular I'm going to talk about for quite a bit, but it made me think of this idea here as far as sharing some things with the spooky takes on the younger audience spooky movies. So I'm going to make a couple of recommendations for you guys from my collection. Comment down below on some of your favorites or some that I may have missed that you recommend as well. So the first one we're going to go with is the Monster Squad. Monster Squad, bam. So this bad boy, this is just my regular old 2-disc DVD edition. Basically, you have lots, there's lots of silliness. There's, the kids that come into play to it, kind of like a coming of age story a little bit with the gaggle of kids in it. That kind of draws the younger crowd with it. There's some swear words, I think. It's nothing really overly crazy, but it's lots of Halloween fun. There's lots of different monsters, Of course, Wolfman's got nards. Duh. Cover art, back art with tons of stickers. I bought it used. And then side art. So, Monster Squad. Boom. Another one. This one's kind of spooky. It's been a while since I've watched it. But me and J-Rex 10 TV watched this a little while back. We got, sorry it's so dark. Let's see here. Can we get that a little... There we go. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Boom. This has been a little bit since I've got this, or since I've watched this bad boy. But we got the cover art, we got the back art, we got the side fart. Nice. Some spooky imagery. Basically, these kids, I think, find out that like a traveling carnival is going to come through their town, and yeah, some spooky parts. Okay, so next, another one that me and J-Rex watched some time ago. This is my Anchor Bay copy of The Watcher in the Woods. Boom, The Watcher in the Woods. This movie definitely has some creepy moments in it. You got the cover art, you got the back art, and then you got the old side fart. So, The Watcher in the Woods, basically, I believe from what I can remember, family moves into a house. It's got a spirit that haunts the house. They kind of have to go on to figure out what's going on with it. But just as far as for being, I think it's somehow a Disney, possibly, maybe not. But it's like a younger, kind of folktale story, spooky ghost story. Really cool movie. I would recommend watching that one. That's one of my favorites. Another one, The Witches, which is... Yeah, the scene where there's the transformation, I think, from the witches are going in and the women are transferring into the witches is very creepy. There's a scene where I think some of the people turn into mice that is also very creepy. Some of the you'll have to enjoy the practical effects in it. Very cool movie. You got the cover art, of course. You got the back art, and then you got the old side fart. Nothing crazy. Goofy gray disc. Blah. But if you go to LB3D Designs, my doggy actually just recently did a bust. I don't know if it's still available, but he did a bust of the witch characters from this that is awesome. So cool. Check him out. And then, of course, this is going to hit on some of my childhood. We've got Are You Afraid of the Dark? Season 1 and 2. Where do you even start? There's different. The first season's got The Tale of the Phantom Cab, The Tale of the Laughing in the Dark Souls. The Pinball Wizard was a really sick one. These shows were awesome. I absolutely loved them. They were like the cool answer to some sort of spooky show for when you were young and when you were a kid. If you don't have these, I got these on Amazon quite some time ago. Really, really cool. Just short anthology stories. They're not movies because they're a TV show that ran for I don't know how many seasons. They just recently, I think, came back with it. They had some episodes on YouTube. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they did. So check them out. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't have to say anything more. So sick. The next one is one that I recently just watched. I actually bought it for my wife. I'd never seen it before, but it's one that, you know, if you're kind of into the puppets and the Muppets and practical effects and a lot of the 80s, you know, stuff that's really, really cool, you can definitely get into. But surely I will say that there's a lot of creepy stuff in this movie. First off, I'll show you my copy. It's actually my wife's copy of the shell case VHS of The Dark Crystal. So you got the cover art, you got the back art, side fart. Oh, that was a little early fart there. Sorry. We got the old cassette. Of course, you gotta love cassettes. Very cool. A clamshell case there, and then I've got the Steelbook edition. This is actually how we ended up watching it. I bought this for my wife as a surprise. Very, very cool if you can see the artwork there. And then side art. Very sick. Lots of this edition. Well, I'm not going to get into the edition. The Steelbook, if you get a chance to grab this from Best Buy, is awesome. I absolutely love this thing. It's so cool. As far as a edition, a collector's edition, you got to pick this up if you're a fan of the movie. The Dark Crystal. Boom. Next is a cartoon version of one of the more brutal entries of any movies that I have on my shelves. You might know him as a superhuman size of strength, the Jersey City hero, you know, the one and only Troma's Toxic Avenger. Now, the Toxic Avenger, if you bought the Tox box back in the day, which I actually got as a birthday gift, you also got Toxic Crusaders, which is a one season? I think it was one season, actually. Cartoon version of an absolutely messed up, absolutely wild, absolutely crazy movie in the Toxic Avenger. But they made a cartoon out of it. And then basically Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Herz also presented this bad boy. So it had some sort of a production into it. I don't know if they did necessarily any sort of like directing or whatnot. But yeah, 2 discs. Very, very sick if you get a chance to get your hands onto this. It's a very cool cartoon as well for you and I as adults to watch and to enjoy, as it's something that the kids can watch. And it's not anything so crazy. It's not anything brutal. You can enjoy it with them, unlike some of the stuff that's on Netflix and so on nowadays. Put that bad boy on. Excuse me. Oh boy, that snuck up on him, on your boy. Toxic Crusaders, front art, back art, side fart. Okay, nice. And then, like I say, you got the 2. Oh my heavenly lord. Okay, so you got the disc 1 with Toxie on it, disc 2 with, I don't remember what her name is. As long as you know Toxie, you know what I'm saying? Inside art, that's really cool, actually, for just a simple cartoon. Really cool release. So, Toxic Crusaders, absolutely sick. Another one. So this one you're going to want to wait until maybe around like 12, 13 or so, I would say would be, you know, mostly appropriate. I absolutely love this movie. Probably my favorite from M. Night Shyamalan. If you're looking for something for Halloween, if your kid's really saying, you know, they're trying to, you know, push themselves a little bit and be like, oh, I just want to watch something scary. I just want to, you know, just try me, you know, and obviously you're not going to turn on something brutal like the Toxic Avenger. Try this out for size. You got M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. Mel Gibson in this bad boy, let's just talk about for a second. Joaquin Phoenix in this bad boy, let's just talk about for a second. Young Culkin, I can't remember which one this is. Rory, maybe? I can't remember. Anyway, M. Night Shyamalan, very, very cool movie. This is, you know, he kind of got dogged on for a while. We just the other night were watching Glass. People have been trashing that movie. That movie's solid. I don't really understand. I haven't finished it. That's what everybody says, is they don't like the end of it. So I can't speak on it. But for right now, we're speaking about Signs, and this movie rules. This movie is so awesome. I remember when I was young and making movies with a buddy of mine, we used to use over and over just on the old camcorder, using that footage of them finding the alien. So so creepy. There's some scenes in this movie that, as I say, maybe wait a little bit older. Don't do it, when somebody's like 5 or 6. I would think that's a little early, but if they're 10, 11, 12, maybe give this one a shot. We've got the cover art, we've got the back art, stickers all over it, used, you know what I'm saying, my babies, and then we got the old side fire. This collection, which, as I said before, I don't like collections, but it's all I got for right now, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy all of them, probably VHS and DVD if I can, Blu-ray, is Ernest Scared Stupid. Now, to retract back a little bit, Ernest Scared Stupid is probably my favorite Ernest movie, but Ernest Goes to Camp, I absolutely love. There's so much silly, slapstick, stupid, funny, hilarious. I can't come up with any more terms, on how to describe just everything I love about these movies. I loved them all throughout being a young kid. I love showing them to nieces and nephews. JREX 10 TV loves these bad boys. How can't you? Ernest is hilarious. Ernest P. Worrell rules. The whole slapstick comedy. I grew up loving the Three Stooges. I grew up loving Pee-wee. I grew up loving Ernest. Lately, this has been my jam. Okay, Ernest Goes to Camp, and then Ernest Scared Stupid. I just absolutely love. They're just great, awesome, solid movies. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't know Ernest, please show your kids. If they don't know Ernest, please show them. This is a guy that, his reputation, his story, his movies cannot die. They have to be passed on through generations. Ernest Goes to Camp. You have the scene where he's trying to light the lantern. The thing blows up and he goes and grabs it and it's burning him and he's just a dummy. And you just want to laugh the whole time. It's just absolutely hilarious. It's little, when you watch it nowadays, it's almost like you feel like the whole thing is bullies being mean, to this poor fella, and all he is just has a heart of gold and trying to, help everybody and do whatever he can. You know what I mean? But if you don't get that reference, watch Ernest. So good. Ernest Scared Stupid. What more can I say? That movie is awesome. There's scenes in that movie that are actually genuinely like straight up creepy. So whether he's at camp and fighting off, getting eaten by fire ants, or he's in Ernest Scared Stupid and he's trying to fight off trolls. These movies rule. They absolutely are awesome, amazing. I really love them. You should love them too. Just as a rundown, back with the video for you guys, we have the Monster Squad. We've got Something Wicked This Way Comes, The Watcher in the Woods, The Witches, Seasons 1 and 2 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? We've got the Doc Crystal, nice. And then we've got the Toxic Crusaders, TV show again, Signs, M. Night Shyamalan's, and then the Ernest collection. Please, for the love of you and for the love of your kids and everything that's great, in all the darkness in the times that are going on right now, let your kids enjoy this fun, great character. Also, if they're not super into it at first, just tell them that he does the voice of Slinky, the Slinky dog in Toy Story, and they will absolutely love him. If they don't, I would bring them into the doctor for coronavirus testing. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this concludes my video. I hope that you enjoy that. Like I said, leave me a comment below. Let me know if there's other movies that I missed, if there's other movies that you loved when you were a young kid. Let me know. I could possibly make another video if I missed something. Truly appreciate it. As always, your boy, the Lo-Fi Horror Guy. Give me a ding, give me a dong, give me a bing, give me a bong, give me a like, give me a share. If you don't, I do not care. At the end of the day, I just want you to enjoy some awesome, some awesome kids related movies. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the Lo-Fi Horror Guy. In the meantime, stay safe. Don't shake hands. Stay home if you can. Listen to what's going on. Everything is really crazy right now. It's a very strange time to be alive. Take care of yourselves. Let me cut that out. Take care of each other. A lot of people are focusing on taking care of themselves, hoarding things, taking toilet paper, hoarding tons of food. The grocery stores have stuff. We're not running out. There's not a shortage as of right now. But take care of each other. All right? Be kind to each other. Call your neighbors if you have their numbers. Stop by possibly. Stay 6 feet away. Ask them if they need anything, if they need help. If you have elderly neighbors, if there's groceries that you can grab. Please be friendly to each other. This is at the time where everything could get ugly and you could turn on each other and you could say, screw that, I'm going to take all the toilet paper I can, I'm going to take all the canned goods, I'm going to take all the vegan beef I can, I'm going to take just whatever. Don't do that. I understand that you have to supply for your families and whatnot. I have the same situation, but please take into consideration the other people that are around. If they have limits on toilet paper, maybe take 1 or 2, but if they have a limit to 5, you don't need to bring 3 people to the store. Each person get 5 together. It's not necessary. As of right now, we're not running out of this stuff. So be kind to each other, please. Shake your own hand, but love each other, take care of each other. It's your boy, the Lo-Fi Horror Guy. I'm gonna slap you with a 3, 2,